Enemies B.
One's close, Aiden.
I got right clicked out of my mind.
Reloading.
Did she leave? I can't tell because I'm lagging. I lagged for a
I
second
mean,
there.
she would have gotten smacked with that grenade, so I'm assuming she left.
Opponent's killed. Reloading. Enemy spotted B.
I can't aim right now.
One enemy remaining. Reloading. Plant the spike. On my
Fuck no, I'm not planting the spike.
Healing.
That's why I'm not planting the spike. God damn it! Why do I have to listen to teammates? We're gonna lose this round. You need to clap this guy or something.
30 seconds left.
I have the spike.
Last player standing.
There we go.
I got you.
That's just humble then.
Now that's what I'm talking about. Interesting. We won that round? No, you didn't. You lost.
I have the spike.
Spike.
Reloading.
Good one. The fuck?
Who the fuck was he?
Goes back in the back of that shit over there. That didn't work very well for you, did it?
One enemy remaining.
Peek us. Peek us.
You want your bacon and eggs and pancakes?
Hey, that worked.
Reloading.
He said you guys didn't hit him? No, I didn't fucking hit him. Didn't even peek us.
I just hit the nastiest flick on that guy. I don't think you.
Hey, in my defense, I did hit him for 5.
Satchel out.
Peek me again. Kayla, I know you want to. I had shot him through the wall. Fuck, can you hear me? Bye-bye. I hit Kayla through the wall. Oh my gosh, she's weak.
I just hit him through the wall again. Lagging.
Three down. My ultimate is ready.
One enemy remaining.
Oh, I didn't think he was on site. I thought our teammate was on site.
Aw, thought
Guns, 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 guns.
There's a vandal on.
plant the spike.
There's a vandal right there.
Oh my
Goodness
god.
gracious.
I couldn't get there.
Can someone get this?
Why is no one flanking, bro? Actually,
Thank
so
you.
funny. I don't want this shit.
I'll take it.
I'll trade you.
Let's keep it rolling.
Satchel out.
How did I get it in there?
Get out of my way.
You're lying.
Reloading. Eliminate.
Good shot.
Get him.
She's
on the
over
flank.
there. She threw a knife at me.
Yeah, she went backside. She went backside. She has a. Which is scary.
Oh my god, bro. My flash got stuck in the wall.
Last player standing.
Jesus.
You know, I tried to blast back with a shorty, but I shorty didn't go out.
Remember, stay out of the fire. Super high level tactic. Remember that, yeah?
Reloading.
Go there again.
Reloading.
Lord mid.
I've got your trail. Here.
Ow!
Pretend dust.
I want to know how she knew I was there. Revive the boy. I'm back here. Yeah.
Is not over.
Go, baby.
So what I miss? Grenade.
We're going in.
All right.
Reloading.
What? How did they get through your wall? Okay.
Back up, I can heal.
Last player standing.
Nah. You got this. Oh, they were diffusing actually. Wow, that's crazy.
Stay alive. I want their life, not yours.
Can someone get this? Thank you.
No prisoners. Reloading.
Shh.
Here. Someone's A.
Spike down B.
Here.
Flash!
Enemy spotted B.
I have this bike. Here.
I did 114 the jet.
Got one. My ult's ready.
Player standing.
I'm
Where
that
did
sky
that
flash
flash
flash me, bro. I don't.
Yeah,
I don't know. I have no clue. That's actually fucking stupid.
Finished.
30 seconds left.
I'm so good, bro. Like, how does that flash me? I don't understand.
Twitchy here, let's go already.
I don't understand that the sky flash mechanic is okay.
Let's get the advantage.
Satchel out.
Thanks, Reyna, for body block. You'd be able to appreciate you, dude. Already? Reload?
Remove. Reloading.
I can't see, bro. The jet flat 80. Oh my god, what the fuck are those jet smokes, man?
Last player standing.
Weak, our teammate just sucks. Good shot. I don't know how our teammate lost that gunfight.
My city needs me. I can't be away for long. Let's end this quickly.
Let's make some chaos.
Careful. Stuffed out. Good work.
I think, eh?
Sky's out. Enemy spotted A.
One enemy remaining.
My ult's ready.
I'd say.
Yikes. That sucks.
No!
Paint? Check. Charges? Check. Brakes? Nowhere.
Attackers win.
Guy.
1938, Hogwarts professor Albus Dumbledore, who has aged pretty ungracefully since his youth as Jude Law, visits Tom at the orphanage. Despite the warning signs that Tom is super evil, Dumbledore invites him to Hogwarts. During his time at the school, Tom becomes a handsome and brilliant student and a favorite of Potions Master Horace Slughorn. But he also becomes a bigoted fascist who's drawn to super evil magic. I guess it runs in the family. He spends his free time in the restricted section of the library researching super evil things. After learning about his Muggle heritage, Tom tracks down and murders his father and paternal grandparents at Riddle House in Little Hangleton. He reclaims an old heirloom
Hey
of
boys,
his
I'll be
mother's
back in,
family,
like,
the ring that he wears
10
around
minutes,
Hogwarts.
so you can
Little
play one
does
more
he
time.
know at the time that the ring contains
Okay.
the fabled Resurrection Stone. It's never specified, but Tom must have
About to
used the
just
murders of his
play some
Muggle
deathmatch.
family to fashion the stone into the first of his 7 Horcruxes later down the line. In 1942, after one of Slughorn's famous dinner parties, Tom stays behind. He probes the professor about the nature of Horcruxes, backup
Match
vessels
found.
with soul made by killing another person. He floats the idea of splitting a soul into 7 fragments, and Slughorn is rightfully terrified, but he doesn't tell anyone about the incident. A year later, Tom discovers the Chamber of Secrets' hidden entrance. He frees Slytherin's basilisk so it can roam the halls of Hogwarts, killing Myrtle Warren. In the ensuing investigation, Tom blames Ruby as Hagrid for opening the chamber. Hagrid's expelled and his wand is broken, but Dumbledore remains suspicious of Tom. Suffering under Dumbledore's watchful eye, Tom stops exploring the chamber and turns his personal diary into his second Horcrux. In the following years, Tom creates 3 additional Horcruxes, further dividing his soul. In 1945, Dumbledore has a legendary duel against the dark wizard Gellert Grindelwald. That's literally a whole other story, but the main takeaway is that Dumbledore is victorious and seizes control of the Elder Wand from him. But now there's a new Dark Lord in
Okay,
town.
we know
At
the
some
drill.
additional point,
Stick to your
Edgelord
roles and
Tom
we'll
Riddle
crush
thinks
it.
it would be cool to rearrange
Right.
the letters in his
This
name
is
to
gonna
make
be
a Dark
fun.
Lord title and takes the mantle of Lord Voldemort. Why try for restart? Restarts just right and stays just right for 40 days. For restart.
For a young man who sees the proposal, there is no great proposal.
The name matches his new, super creepy appearance, severing his soul, transform Voldemort of his humanity, making him pale
One
and
down.
serpentine. Also, he has no nose, probably part of that whole looking like a snake thing, but he has no nose, and it's weird and gross, but now whenever I see Ray Fiennes, I don't recognize him because I mostly know him for having
Enemy
no
kill.
nose. In this transformative time, Voldemort gains a legion of followers called Death Eaters who help him incite fear and discrimination in the wizarding world, and basically, he's the biggest threat to the wizarding world since Gellert Grindelwald. 1970 to 1990. It's period of civil war. The Order of the Phoenix, founded by Albus, protects the Ministry of Magic from Voldemort's reign of terror. Elsewhere, a young local ward witch named Lily Evans is coming into her powers. She falls out of favor with her jealous sister Petunia, if Petunia ever favored her in the first place, but meets another magical boy named Severus Snape. The two become fast friends, but their relationship is put in jeopardy once school begins. The Sorting Hat sorts Lily into Gryffindor, while Snape is sorted into Slytherin. They're further estranged by the Marauders, a mischievous group of Gryffindor boys who bully Snape. They're made up of Sirius Black, Peter Pettigrew, Remus Lupin, and James Potter. All four boys are animagi, having learned how to transform into animals so that Lupin wouldn't have to feel so bad about being a werewolf, which is pretty sweet, actually. James eventually starts a relationship with Lily, and it completely alienates Snape. Though Snape is a proficient student, even marking up a potions textbook under the alias of the Half-Blood Prince, he's ugly. I mean, he was calling himself the Half-Blood Prince. It doesn't take genius to see that someone like that is lonely. In his isolation, he turns to Lord Voldemort, becoming one of his Death Eaters. Conversely, Lily and the Marauders join the Order of the Phoenix to stand against the Dark Lord. Sirius Black's brother, Regulus Black, also becomes a Death Eater. He's a loyal servant to Voldemort until the Dark Lord uses Regulus's house elf creature for a trial run on a Horcrux challenge. Voldemort hides Salazar Slytherin's locket in the seaside cave of his childhood, protected by a poisonous potion that he makes the elf drink. Upon learning this, Regulus and creature go back to the cave and steal the locket. They leave behind a fake locket with a hidden note inside, presumably saying he got pranked underneath whatever the actual note said. But Regulus is killed by Infernity. Creature takes the real locket back to the Black family's ancestral home, but he's incapable of destroying it. In 1979, at the height of Lord Voldemort's powers, Sybil Trelawney foresees his downfall. She recites a prophecy to Dumbledore at her Hogwarts jobbing home, stating that the one with the power to vanquish the Dark Lord approaches. Born to those who embrace the five-headed born as the second dies. Little do they realize that Severus Snape is on the other side of the door eavesdropping. He delivers the news directly back to Lord Voldemort, and determines that the fires in question are Lily and James Potter, and that the chosen one is their son Harry. The Dark Lord decides to track them down and kill them, but since Snape is still in love with Lily, he's like, oh boy, shouldn't have sat back, so he rushes to Dumbledore to confess his sin. They concoct a plan to protect the Potters, but it fails when Peter Pettigrew gives in to Voldemort's influence and sells them out. On Halloween 1981, Voldemort invades Lily and James's house in Godric's Hollow and then murders them. And if you're doing the math here, that means that Lily and James were only 21 when they died, and there's also a non-zero chance that they were listening to Betty Davis when this all went down. Though Voldemort tries to kill Harry too, the boy is protected by love magic imparted by his mom as she sacrifices her life to save her son, so the spell backfires. Harry lives and Voldemort's body is vanquished. His soul survives though, thanks to his Horcruxes, and an additional soul fragment is imprinted into Harry through a forehead scar. It's in the shape of the Avada Kedavra hand motion, that being the spell that was used to murder Harry's family. But to the rest of us muggles, the scar just looks like a lightning bolt. Sirius Black realizes that Pettigrew betrayed the Potters and confronts him, but Pettigrew fakes his own death via explosion, implicating Sirius in crimes, including selling out the Potters. Sirius is convicted and sent to Azkaban prison, while Pettigrew becomes a full-time rat for the little boys of the Weasley family. But honestly, being a rat would probably be an upgrade for me if I looked like this at age 21. Actually, it looked that different. I'm gonna move on now. To allow orphan Harry to grow up as normally as possible, Dumbledore sends him to live with his Aunt Petunia and Uncle Vernon Dursley in Little Winging, England. They've got a son of their own named Dudley, and they're not too happy about having to raise this second first child. Turns out that maybe sending Harry to these folks might have maybe sort of been kind of a bad idea, since for the next 10 years Harry grows up tormented by the Dursleys. They stow him away in a cupboard under the stairs to keep his entire magical history a secret from him. Meanwhile, Voldemort leads a cursed life of his own, surviving as
that guy fucking, I headshot him quite through the wall and he didn't want to fucking peek
his
anymore.
followers are tried by the Ministry of Magic for their crimes. During his trial, Igor Karkaroff ousts Barty Crouch Jr. as a Death Eater. Crouch is sentenced to Azkaban, while Karkaroff becomes headmaster of the Durmstrang Institute, and Snape becomes a Hogwarts professor, and Lucius Malfoy remains the head of one of the richest wizarding families. And is there no justice? All of Voldemort's followers have turned their backs on him, but he's eventually discovered by Quirrell, a Marvel Studies professor at Hogwarts with an unnatural interest in super evil arts. His lack of self-worth makes him susceptible to Voldemort's tricks, so the Dark Lord acted himself on the back of Quirrell's head, concealed by a bright purple turban. It's very inconspicuous. 1991 to 1992, Harry's first year at Hogwarts. In happier news, Harry Potter's life changes in the summer of 1991 when he receives Hogwarts acceptance letter. Though the Dursleys go to the ends of the earth, literally, to keep Harry away from magic, Hagrid tracks him down and liberates him. He tells Harry about his historic backstory, including the fact that he's already a celebrity in the wizarding world for surviving Voldemort, and sets him up with all the back-to-school supplies he needs, including a beautiful snowy owl named Hedwig. I hope nothing happens to her. Along the way, they stop at Gringotts Wizard and finish to withdraw the Philosopher's Stone, which is to be moved to Hogwarts for safekeeping. Once there, it will be magically contained within the Mirror of Erised, obtainable only by someone who is worthy. Also, Harry has like $1 bazillion in wizard money. On the Hogwarts Express, Harry meets Ron Weasley with full-time rat Peter Pettigrew in his lap, though the Weasley family is taken to the Scabbers and Hermione Granger. After super rudely buying an entire train's worth of refreshments, there is ride or die squad for his entire academic term.
Step up to a new stage of the digital world.
Poison's gone.
Kills remaining.
Standard Dragon Ball Super Card Game. Experience the exhilaration of card battle with countless card effects that make it more exciting than ever.
4.
Dragon Ball Super Card Game.
So with a Planet Fitness ball card, I'll get a post-workout flow like that guy. And I get a free Amazon Hero to fuck my friends and sleep.
That's ridiculous.
Sorted into Gryffindor and becomes a Quidditch jock, just like his father before him, though the sorting hat really said he could go to Gryffindor or Slytherin. It was kind of a toss-up since Harry has part of the soul of an evil wizard embedded into his forehead, you know. Meanwhile, Quirrell and Voldemort learn that the Philosopher's Stone has been moved to Hogwarts. Using the stone's power, they'd be able to restore Voldemort to his full form, so they unleash a troll as a distraction while they try to retrieve it. It turns out that the stone is guarded by a 3-headed dog named Fluffy, and Quirrell's 2 heads are no match. Harry and his cohorts come to suspect that it's actually Professor Snape who's trying to steal the stone, so they decide to steal it before he can. Thanks to Hagrid's loose lips, they're able to get past Fluffy and the other trials, but their numbers dwindle along the way until only Harry is left standing. Ron and Hermione are fine, whatever. He confronts Quirrell and Voldemort at the Mirror of Erised, which senses his selfish motive and rewards him with the stone. When Quirrell tries to snatch it from him, Harry disintegrates him with love magic, and Voldemort's fragmented soul flies off to fight another day, screaming, "We'll meet again, Spider-Man," or whatever. In the aftermath of the incident, Dumbledore destroys the Philosopher's Stone, bringing an eventual end to Nicholas Flamel's long life, and a totally cheap Slytherin out of the House Cup by awarding Gryffindor with 170 house
5
points
kills remaining.
at the award ceremony.
1 minute remaining.
1993. That summer, Lucius Malfoy begins a campaign to reopen the Chamber of Secrets and turn Hogwarts of Muggle-born and half-blood students. His house elf Dobby finds out about the scheme and tries to protect Harry from it. He ostracizes the boy from Hogwarts by withholding all the letters from his friends and by sealing up the gateway to Platform 9 3/4. You know, the platform in King's Cross that leads to the train. With a little help from Ron's flying car, Harry makes it to school with only a few scratches and a little detention. But the plan's already...
The slowest game of deathmatch I've ever played in my life.
Onto Ron's
30
sister
seconds
Ginny.
left.
The diary brainwashes Ginny into reopening the chamber and unleashing the basilisk, which traverses the halls, petrifying a handful of the student's body, including Hermione. Knowing that the chamber can only be opened by
One
Slytherin
kill
care, the
remaining.
school goes into a whodunit frenzy of finding the culprit until Ginny vanishes completely. Harry and Ron follow the lead for Bodhi Myrtle, ghost of Merle Warren, the student that the basilisk killed all those years ago. Harry and Ron venture into the Chamber of Secrets to find
Could've
Ginny
been
there,
first if I
only to
tried.
come face to face Tom Riddle himself. Luckily, Dumbledore's Phoenix, Fawkes, delivers the Sword of Gryffindor to Harry at a crucial moment and uses it to slay the snake monster. That supercharges it with basilisk venom, which becomes important later.
Alrighty, I think I'm gonna get off now.
Harry stabs and destroys the
Alright.
diary, destroying the first fragment of Voldemort's soul.
How you doing,
And also,
brother?
Gilderoy Lockhart was the Defense Against the Dark Arts teacher that year, but you can just forget about him. Whatever, it's not important. He directed the first Thor.